Brothers, my comrades, Matulu, M1, Stickman, Dad Prez.
New York 3, free them all. RBG. Look. Yo, you expect me to vote for the lesser of two evils? Never. It's more like the evil of two lessers. That's like saying M, choose your oppressor. Pick one. Jeffrey Dahmer or Hannibal Lecter. You want crack, Coke, Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper. They all fucked up, but neither one of them better. Because crack is like a Democrat, cocaine Republican, marijuana independent party, same government. You really think your vote count? Ask my folk down in Florida, didn't they straight throw they shit out? And the crackers act innocent, knowing they depend on this. Benefit from hush money from big businesses. Money is the president, dead Prez, dollar bill, and I bet no convention ain't spending this. Soon they gon' need us, believe us. When these cats pick rappers to be political leaders. Don't be pawns, below leader LeBrons. Run up on them arm like motherfucker, it's on. If Congress can't make progress, let's change the process. No more time running for office. Talking like that, these crackers will call you crazy. What's crazy is, ain't no difference in me and Jay-Z. The same boat brought us the same place from slavery, so you rock the same chains anyway. Baby.
What up, world? It's your brother in Google. Now you see R&M. Tune in to another good old episode of that good old R&M RBG TV. You know we keep it G. That raw and uncut shit. Before we even go any further, first and foremost, I want to give a big Black Power RBG shout out. Dead Prez, M1 Stickman, you already know. Big up yourself. If y'all know them, you know this beat that you listening to. And real talk, I'm keep it 100 with you. This is gonna be the only song that you're gonna hear. I'm just gonna loop it, because it's exactly what I'm talking about right now. And if you know the song, it's called Food, Clothing, Shelter. You feel me? So that's what we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna discuss. But I had to pay homage. You already know I give credit where credit is due. Dead Prez once again. RBG baby for life. You already know. Dig it. And also before I proceed, you already know like how I say it. Black love is a cure for the black nation. So let's get it. You dig? So like I said, we talking food, clothing, and shelter today, man. Very vital for our survival. You know what I mean? So I just want to give my little 2 cents on it, if you will. Big ups to everybody that's out there that's, you know what I'm saying, putting something forth to the people or whatever along those 3 lines right there, along the lines of food, clothing, and shelter. So if you out there, you doing that work, you already know. Keep doing what you do. Keep banging how you bang. Smart but hard. You dig? Alright. We just gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna define a couple words. I'm gonna take these 3 words, food, clothing, and shelter. You know what I mean? And we're gonna define them. We're gonna break them down. Questions, comments, concerns, you already know you can get at me at the end. It's not a big deal. We talk, we communicate. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta do what we gotta do. Communication. But, nonetheless, let's get it. Food. Any nutritious substance that the people and or animals can eat or drink that the plants can absorb in order to maintain life and growth. Clothing. It's not a hard definition. Items worn to cover the body. Attire, garb, garments, dress. Shelter. Place giving temporary protection from bad weather and or danger. Sanctuary, refuge, home. Again, these 3 things right here are very vital for our survival, so we about to jump right into it. We about to break it down. Each point, it's only 3 points, so hopefully I'm not going to be too long on this one, whatever, but nonetheless, we're going to, just go ahead home. So, sit back, listen up, take notes if you will, do whatever you want to do, but pass the message on nonetheless. Each one reach one, teach one. That's how we can build. You really feel me? RBG code number 9. Now, when dealing with the food, right? Going to point number one. We're going to go right to point number one. Dealing with food. The simple act of being able to feed oneself, right? That's power. Being able to feed yourself is powerful. Not necessarily being able to rely on the next one, somebody else's farm, somebody else's harvest, somebody else's, you know what I'm saying, grocery stores or whatever. But to be able to feed yourself, that's very much, that's power right there, right? It's basically, it's sustenance for the people nonetheless. On a health tip, on a community tip, you know what I mean? From food nonetheless, you get your nourishment, right? And then as well as you get revenue. Think about it, twofold. You're gonna get your nourishment, you're gonna get your food, you know what I'm saying? Eat right, think right, whatever, that goes hand in hand, right? But you have to be smart in this modern game. Let's keep it 100. You gotta play the game the way the game is played. And right now it's all about the dollar. Right? So put it to your use. Put it to something that you can use. Put it to something that's going to benefit you and yours. Harvest yours, right? Grow yours, plant yours, harvest yours, right? Sustain yourself, feed yourself. Be smart though. Why not make a buck out of it? Right? Revenue. Because at the end of the day, we're talking economics, man. It's 2015. Black folks, they talk economics, but folks don't really want to play that game. I do not understand. You know what I mean? Black economics is necessary, man, for black survival. Smart family thinking is not illegal. From the revenue, we take that, you know what I'm saying? From the revenue from the food, from our food sources, whatever, we invest, family. Invest in our establishment and our economic gains, like I just said, in our black economics. For other avenues or other, you know what I'm saying, different investments, ideas, whatever. Whether it be grocery stores, whether it be schools, we need that. The hospitals, etc., 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 etc. These are all, feel me? Think about it. Clothing, right? Again, we're talking power moves, right? Clothing. It's another power move. Being able to clothe yourself, right, with the attire that reminds you of you, both inside and out, right? Subconsciously and consciously or whatever. It's a bold statement. Keep it 100. Being able to basically just wear your own thing, right? It's a bold statement. You're saying, this is me. I feel comfortable in this. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn because this is me. Right? Nonetheless, it radiates because unless you feel comfortable, it feels genuine. You know what I mean? Like I said, it shows pride in appearance. Now, think this. In the streets, right? I'm not really, well, at least I used to. Not really these days because self-esteem, nonetheless, because our value systems are not where they need to be. But not keep it, just follow me if you will. In the street, right? Let's go back a couple years, right? Your dress code resembled your self-esteem. How you felt about yourself, you saw it in your dress code. You know what I mean? For the most part. For the most part. The flyest person, for the most part, they pretty much felt pretty good about themselves. Those that just threw on whatever, really didn't give a damn about how they looked, it goes hand in hand. They really didn't care. Alright? So another, like I said, it shows pride, man. And if you know my motto what pride is, I turn it into an acronym. Personal reverence and deep essence. Personal reverence and deep essence. In other words, you centering on yourself. You try to make sure yourself is straight at all times. That's pride. And nonetheless, that's something I learned from my father back in the day. Pops, big up yourself. Like I said, your dress code is your self-esteem, and it goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So nonetheless, and at the end of the day, when you're doing this work, when you're trying to basically attract the minds of the people, you want to look good while you banging this work. Nonetheless, when you're doing GOV work, when you're doing RBG work, when you're doing work for the people, you want to look good for the people. You want to look good for your nation. So you want to make sure your dress code is on point, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's clothes, man. All right. Last point. Like I said, I don't plan on being long. Just straight to the point on this one. Shelter, right? Simply put, housing, right? Going back to the whole food and the revenue generated from the food, right? Trade, commerce, We take that money, group it together, group economics, blackonomics, right? Put it in practice, right? We build our communities. We recreate our communities. We provide housing, right? For those fortunate and less fortunate. Because we got too many. The epidemic of homelessness is beyond retarded. You feel what I'm saying? We got to cut down on this homelessness, man. No matter which hood you go to, no matter what state, country, planet, I don't give a damn where you at. You're going to see 1,000 brothers and sisters homeless, man. That's not cool, man. And nonetheless, also on the flip side, you got brothers and sisters out there who's basically just barely holding on to the piece of house that they got through the foreclosures and all this other property tax, etc., 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 etc. So again, with the money going back to the food, we take that, group it together. Listen, we draw up a blueprint. This is what we need to do. Recreate our hood, etc., etc., etc. Build up homes, build up apartment complexes, etc., etc. One, for those that are fortunate. Two, and most importantly, last but not least, those that are not fortunate, for the lack thereof. You feel what I'm saying? We provide, we recreate that whole village again, family. Food, clothing, and shelter. This is very essential to our survival, fam. If we can't establish on those three bases alone, we really ain't talking much. We could talk the whole history game 1,000 days, you know what I'm saying, and some. We can go back to antiquity times on paper all day long. That's cool. That's no diss. We need to learn our history. Cool. But if we can't do shit in our present, then we are wasting our freaking times. Food, clothing, shelter, family. 3 essential things, if not the 3 main essential things for our survival, man. You feel me? No empire, no nation, hell, no true, genuine community. Because think about it. Look around at where we at right now. There's not really a community essence. It's not a community vibe. It's the hood. The neighbor part is gone. We're not even neighbors amongst ourselves. We're neighbors to outsiders who have food, clothing, and shelter for their own. And we provide for them with our dollar, with our time, with our money, our effort and energy wasted recklessly. We provide them with food, clothing, and shelter so they can sustain their people. Feel me? And then we come back to the hood. We leave their neighborhoods, come back to the hood, and struggle every day from Sunday. What sense does that make, family? Not for nothing. I don't remember the exact title of the speech that Marcus Garvey gave, but I'm going to paraphrase it. One quick little part that he said. I'm not going to quote it. I don't want to mess it up. I want to give all credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? But I'm going to paraphrase it. What he basically said was this, man. If you can't do what other people have done, other nations have done, other cultures have done, you might as well just give it up. You might as well just die. You feel what I'm saying? Food, clothing, and shelter, family. Feed yourself. Clothe yourself. Right? House yourself. House yourself. What's up? We can do it. We did it before. We did it before. We can do it again. Like I said, I didn't want to be too long. I just wanted to throw that out there. It was a little thought on my mind. I've thought about it a couple days. I figured I'd throw it out there, man. You know how we do our talk. Questions, comments, concerns, get at me. Email rnmrbg@gmail. Get at me. Like I said, man, survival. Food, clothing, and shelter, man. Eat good, look good, and live good. You know what I'm saying? As far as your home, your dwelling, your neighborhood. Why should we have to come home to shitty conditions every day? Why should we have to basically spend our whole damn rent money to throw somebody else's name on our back, right? You got a big ass tag with somebody else's name on it. That ain't you, don't look like you, that ain't your culture, none of the above. For the sisters right now, they got the whole Marilyn Monroe thing going in right now. For the brothers, they got the whole know what I'm saying? They got the whole European tight pants thing going on right now. Like, come on, man. Polo and all that. Who the hell is Polo? You know who that is? He don't give a damn about you. Nope. Timbs. I know the brothers like the Timbs in the hood and everything. Negative. Little things like that, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, like I said, eat good, look good, house yourself good, man. We can do it. That's nationhood. That's nation building. But in the meantime, between time, you already know it's your brother and Google. Now you see R&M. You can get at me anytime. This is R&M All BG TV, family. We keep it G. Black love is a cure for the black nation, family, so let's get it. And with black love, we can achieve all three of those objectives, man. Feel me? Keep it locked, keep it G. Till the next time, man. We'll 2 up on Black Power. Let's bang.